Haim, you and I have had a lot of contests over the years
Certainly have.
between each other.
Hamish Blake, 74. Andy Lee, 61. Will he come back
As soon as
in
you
the race
started,
to 100?
As soon as you started saying that, I was like, oh, we should just see what he puts me on here. And I thought it was going to be lower than 61.
That's good. I've made it exciting, but I think 13-point buffer
Yep.
at the current rate, I'll certainly make it to 100
Yep.
with a few to spare.
There are ones that have cut deep. There are ones I thought I was going to lose. There was ones that have cut deep that I really wanted to win.
What do you want to win?
That's what I want to bring up.
Yeah, really?
There was one back in 2007.
Yep.
It could have been 2008, where I'd just been post-op on my downstairs region.
Yep.
And thought that with the clearing of the pipes...
Well, you've been through a lot of pain. You had surgery done your urethra,
Yep.
which is the wee pipe, for people that don't know.
And
Is that the wee pipe or just the wee hole?
No, wee pipe.
Wee pipe.
The whole pipe.
Whole pipe had been done, and you had a pipectomy, and you thought...
I thought there was going to give me superior flow
That's not how it works.
to you. To take people back, we were there at this place that measures a flow. It's
So
on
we
a
went to a urologist.
Yes, it was there's a machine
It's
that
not
you
just
get
a
on.
guy out the back of a bus stop going, piss on my arm. I'll tell you how fast I think you're doing it. I'm sure that exists, but
But
Mike's nodding. Tell us the bus stop later.
but I'll take you back. 2000.
Oh, you've got the audio?
The audio, 2008.
Great.
With Hamish has just finished up. We're about to get his reading.
10 years ago.
With a reading.
Yeah.
And I think Beryl was the nurse that was helping us out.
Really?
Peak flow at 50 mils a second. Wow. I don't think the firefighting helicopter can deliver water faster than that.
So excited, Hamish had to tell Beryl.
Beryl, good news, babe. Have a look at this.
Oh, very good.
50
good.
mils a second. Like record-breaking good.
Yeah, I'd say so. I've not seen one that good before.
Yes!
50 mils per second. The gauntlet had been laid. Could Andy Lee, returning from injury, make a bigger splash?
Come on, Leaky. Let's see you trickle. For those concerned about the colour, a slightly lighter shade from Andy.
We weren't concerned about the colour or the noise. What was the official reading? Had David beat Goliath?
Here comes the readout. Okay, how do you feel? Oh. It's 38 mils a second. You were nowhere near. I've smashed you. Look at your weak pipes.
That was unfair. Especially after breaking a world record. It's not good sportsmanship to then also heckle the guy who hasn't broken the world record.
No, come very short.
So
Beryl
what's
was
the problem?
impressed. So here's what. I'd like another
Oh, mate.
contest in this area. And I don't think I'm going to take you on for flow pace, but I'd like to put to you...
It was rate of flow, 50 mils
yeah,
a second.
yeah.
It's very, very good rate of flow.
I'd like to put to you...
And
that
I should say there was a spike and it petered off after that. Because goodness me, if I could maintain 50 mils a second and I couldn't turn it off, I'd be dead in a minute. I'll have whizzed out my whole body. Implode, sucked out through myself.
Very quick.
What toy am I thinking of from the 80s? The animals that turned into
I don't know. But
those animals that turned into soccer balls and stuff.
okay.
You could like invert them.
Yeah.
You know, my whole body would end up like inverting out through my.
yes.
You know, I go inside out, and I'd end up in
Yes.
the jar, and I would have won. Pyrrhic victory.
I put to you that I have a larger bladder. Volume-wise, I think that pure volume...
I don't really care about this stuff, to be honest, mate.
rather than pace,
Yep.
I think volume-wise,
Yeah.
I'd like to try and get one biological win over you. And
You'd like to do a bigger wee than me, not a faster wee.
yes.
Do
Do you want to come? Do you want to come into
Do I
the
go
arena?
into the arena again, or do I maintain?
Does he need the money?
Conor McGregor.
Does he need the money? Does he need to
It is
be back
Conor.
out there and fighting?
Floyd Mayweather. Why would you do MMA? Why would you fight UFC, Floyd Mayweather? You've got nothing to prove. What's my purse?
What's your purse? Your purse? I'll give you...
Do you want this bad? I mean, I don't. Anytime now anyone asks us who's got the most efficient
if you
penis, I have the stats to point to, so I don't really need to go back in here and risk losing my penile efficiency crown, which is a crown made of, little dicks. But it's done tastefully.
I was more thinking that if you won, I will cancel out the Sophie Monk, Stu, whatever his name is, bet.
I've already paid you back.
Not in its entirety. Paid it half.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I hadn't realised that. I still want to argue that, but we'll talk about that off air.
Yep. $500 then.
Yeah, I'll do it. Here's my conditions.
He's going to do it.
Conditions are I want to do it. It's got to be a night out.
Oh, okay.
It's got to be a night out. Because that's where I've.
Because I was thinking
I've shocked myself.
We'd come to work. I was thinking we'd come to work one day and you have to submit before midday.
No, I want to do it on a night out.
Okay.
Because those are the moments where I've just gone jeepers creepers.
So we're going to
look at the volume you've got here, boy.
So the way I see it is we take digital scales.
Yep, and a beaker, and we measure each other.
No, we don't have a beaker. We just take digital scales. So we
you have to put it in a bucket?
No, we get on the scales.
Beforehand?
Yeah.
No. You want to measure it to the mil. Because otherwise you're just going to get a gram reading. You don't want that. And it those can bounce around 100 grams. Okay. We want to take a beaker.
Okay.
Sorry, mate. Okay. That's the sport.
All right, we'll organise that in future weeks.
We're going to take a flask, like a scientific flask. I don't think we'll get more than a litre. So, but just in case, take a 2 litre one because you don't want it to be 1.1 litres because that's a little bit of spillage. Let's do that. That's the smart thing to do. It's a grown-up thing to do. And I wish you luck. Look, I hope you're at the end of this wearing the crown made of little dicks that I'm going to get made for the penile efficiency crown.
See you next week, everyone. Haim, this weekend we piss.
Yeah, we piss, mate.
we
piss every weekend.
We every weekend.
We piss every weekend. Everyone pisses every weekend. But this weekend we do a very, very special piss for a very, very special person.
No, for each other's, for Triumph.
For each other.
You're going to come and watch the footy on Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we thought we would hold the contest to see who had the largest storage facility inside them to hold and what are we doing? We're doing a funnel beaker?
I think we just said we just want a...
Well, I was thinking weighing, but you wanted funnel beaker.
I know I was happy with weighing because we want it to the gram. Like, I think we want it to be very, very specific.
Oh, so no, I was like weighing ourselves and then getting on and weighing.
That's what I don't want.
Yep.
I want, let's use the electric scales we use for the meat weighing challenge that has decimal points of grams.
Yep.
We put a large bucket on the scales.
Yep.
We zero it.
Yep.
We then do our wee in the bucket. We
easy.
weigh our wee.
That's
Whoever does the most volume. So, I suppose you could cheat by having a lot of heavy metals in your urine, but I think it's safe to say that human to human, wee weighs the same.
Yep.
So who's got the heaviest amount, that's the most volume. Mm-hmm. Don't even could just be a blank old bucket.
Yep.
You might even want to throw the bucket out. You might want to just rinse out the piss bucket. I'd recommend a throw out.
We'll do it at my house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to your house to watch the footy.
Yeah. So
we didn't have to go to my house to do the wee. I think Zoe will be upset if we just traipse in, piss in buckets and go back to your house.
Great. Goodo. Okay.
I'm confident. I know you're confident too.
Yeah.
To show you what a good sportsman I am, though, I organised a special message for you using the same service I've been using to buy celebrity shout-outs. And for a mere $50, I was able to get from the Real Housewives of New York, seasons 2 to 5, Carly Ben Simons to send you this message.
Andy, I hear that you're about to do the challenge, the great flow off, and I know that you're super, super nervous, but you should just stay calm and hold tight and have so much fun because everybody knows you can do it. And by the way, I'm on the streets of New York in Soho. See you later.
I don't care where you are.
I guess for fans of the show, it's exciting for them to see her in Soho.
I do care about the message. That was far more impressive than...
That's Carly Ben Simons.
Carly
Ben Simons, mate. For you, personalised. From your competitor,
to get
organised.
CBS running a pump-up message for me. hold on tight. You can do it.
My favourite
I'll think
thing
about it.
about that was I obviously included no details of the challenge. I said, look, my friend Andy's about to go on this challenge. It's called the Great Flow Off. Yeah. He's really nervous. Can you give him a good luck message? My favourite bit is that she's chosen to add the phrase, "You can have so much fun." You can just have so much fun watching
she
it
did
fly.
say hold on tight.
Yeah.
So it feels like she knew. I mean, you got to hold on for as long as possible before you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carly
Ben Simons.
or Kylie or Carly.
Carly.
Thank you, Carly.
If I've got my stats right,
Yep.
well, don't feel free to correct me if you're a fan of Real Housewives of New York. I don't
we don't
really care, but I believe she's seasons 2 to 5, so late to come in, but obviously was hitting a few home runs. The producers kept her around.
Only for 3 seasons, and then that's probably gave her the axe.
Well, now she's doing these videos for $50.
See you next week, guys.
Hey fans, show's not over. Andy thought we should come back with just a quick little fix-up. Kelly Ben Simon was on Real Housewives of New York.
I spent a lot of you said we don't want anyone correcting us. It's like we better look this up. Yeah, it was. Well, I was asking whether it's Kylie. You confirmed Carly.
I very certainly said Carly.
Yeah,
Kelly.
It's Kelly.
Kelly with a
Thanks,
K.
guys.
Kelly Ben Simon.
We'll see.
Personalised message for Andy. She's written for Ando in the flow off. Will I usurp the favourite and break Kelly Ben Simon's heart? We'll find out next week.
This has been the big one. I mean, the World Cup was huge, but
Very, very big.
But mainly it was an hors d'oeuvre for the main course, which was the challenge between you and I as to who had the bigger bladder.
There's no reason this couldn't have been a halftime show at the World Cup for every player, but they didn't because...
They're idiots.
Well, I don't want to say lazy, but I mean, I guess they thought the soccer was enough.
This came from me. It was a crusade to right a wrong that I felt happened, nearly 10 years ago, where, Haim, you beat me in a flow-off.
That's not a wrong. That's just a loss.
It was a loss, and I wanted redemption.
That's not. I mean, that's going to happen in life. You know, you're going to have wins and losses. Now, I wanted to keep my crown as having... I believe we've been calling it the most effective.
I think you're calling it the superior one.
Superior penis. Now,
And I thought there's a whole lot of other tests we need to be able to use that word.
well, you keep testing me, and so far there've been one test, one pass. I did not want to see the score evened up at 1-1.
Yes.
However, at some point, you can't just keep saying you're the champion and, still clearly being in the game.
Yeah.
If a contender comes up, you have to meet them head on. So you suggested, look, come over to my house on the weekend.
I didn't want to take you on at flow because I know you're still superior there.
Volume was an area that
I thought I might be able to challenge you on.
This could be a fair challenge. Now, I've got no idea about volume.
Yeah.
Neither of us did, but the spirit of competition was too intoxicating. So were the beers, as you are going to hear, because we know that we could have done it with Diet Cokes. Yeah, but we could have done it with water.
We tried to do it after a large day.
Well, we just thought, let's play in conditions we're used to. You'd been at the footy, it was a day of drinking, and we were going to watch the football at your place that night. So we thought, look, prime conditions for us to be able to do this. I am just going to mention again quickly, I'm not sure if this is in the audio, but the way we chose to measure it was having a bucket on a digital scales. All right, so it's like weight of...
It's all in there.
Yeah, we're so basically saying 1 gram equals 1 mil. And...
good luck.
Well, yeah, good luck to you.
10 p.m. The bathroom at my house. I'd been at the footy all afternoon drinking beer.
A couple of hours earlier, I'd arrived at Andy's from the pub where I had been drinking beer all afternoon watching the football, and now it was time to watch a second game and for the beers to continue.
And perhaps because of all of those beers, we were quite competitive about who was busting to go the most.
The game's over. Now, I wanted to go at halftime. This is the first time we've talked about this. I'm doing the dance. If this was my son doing what I'm doing now, if my dad was here and I was 4 years old, he'd be going, thinking he'd have a wee, mate. And I go, no, I don't, if I was 4. And he'd go, well, just do it just in case wee. Because I'm doing the same dance my son does before we go for a long drive. And I know I've got to make him do a wee.
You arrived at the start of the game. I stupidly had a wee before the game.
You know what I did? What? I forgot we were doing this. I've come over with my brother-in-law, who's another Andy. I did the unthinkable. I broke the seal. Because we were at the pub for a little while before we came over.
Yep.
We haven't caught up for a few weeks and we're having a little bit of brother-in-law time. I broke the seal. I went twice before I realised what I was doing. So I've come into the game with a broken seal. Now, I'm not trying to make excuses, but I've got a broken seal. I'm playing on a broken seal tonight.
Yep.
And I know the history books are just going to show one winner, but I want the fans that were here that saw this to know I played on a broken seal. I'm playing on a broken seal.
Okay, well,
a shattered seal. It's in shreds. It's in absolute shreds.
Okay,
and if I'd remembered properly we were doing this tonight, I would have come in with a rock hard seal. And I haven't.
Well, before the crowd starts feeling any sort of kind of feelings for you and like sorrow for you, I broke the seal at 3 o'clock this afternoon. I went to the footy with my family, and my team played terribly again, and we had to go to the pub halfway through the game. So
You know what I've got?
What?
You know who I am downstairs? Seal. The morning after Heidi Klum said, "Sorry, mate, it's not working. I'm a broken seal."
my seal was broken.
Your seal, mate. Your seal is intact because you're too competitive. You called this challenge.
My seal was broken so long ago that historians can't remember it exactly the time. So they're trying to work it out, but there's people there trying to work out how it happened. But
If you took my seal to Antiques Roadshow, they would look at it and go, "Oh, maybe once upon a time," but I can't even. This is barely fragments of this.
Too hard.
Worth nothing. It's completely shattered. I can't give you anything for this. Anyway, let's do it because I actually want to keep enjoying myself, and I hated the last half hour of the game because.
I need one more beer for me.
Yeah, great. That's fine. I'm ready.
You're ready to go. Okay, good.
Well, I can't hold it anymore, and
Will you hang around?
I'm playing.
It's getting late.
I want to do this so I can go back to enjoying my night.
Okay, good.
Because I've been hating it. I can't focus out there.
We had decided to test who had the bigger volume by peeing into a bucket on a set of scales. The weight of the bucket, roughly equivalent to mils, would determine the winner.
And because I had broken the seal, I went first.
Good luck, mate. I'll just sit back.
Get it all in. Oh, geez, that's a tiny bit splashed out.
It's counting up really quickly. It's past the 200 gram mark. We know mils of grams pretty much 300. 400.
It's not the smallest wheel I've ever done, but I certainly don't think it's the biggest wheel I've ever done.
500.
I'm going to try and squeeze as much as I possibly can out of it. Yeah, look, it's not nothing. I would have loved
900.
Sorry. I'm trying to push everything out. Get to a litre.
He's over a litre.
Oh, and you can't be disappointed with a litre. You can't be disappointed with a litre.
And it's a good round number. It smells.
Of course it does. You know what it smells like.
It smells like wee.
And farts, if we're being honest.
Well done. That is 1041.
1,041 grams
Yep.
of Hamish's finest.
I'm a little nervous now.
Well, it's in this game. That's not going to be a world record by any stretch of the imagination. But in this game, if you can't produce a litre, why'd you come? and playing on a broken seal too. It's not finals quality, but hopefully it gets me there.
I didn't know that your seal was broken.
Trying to keep it a bit quiet, but yeah, I am playing on a broken seal.
20 minutes later, having snuck in another beer just to top up the tank, it was time to give Hamish a pantsing with my pants down.
Okay, well, we've stepped back into the urinodrome.
I'm nervous after what you did.
Well, you actually, because we never put a time limit on this match, you could have. I mean, you could just hold and hold and hold.
Don't know when I'm taking my watch off.
What are you going to do? How much splashback are you anticipating? You're taking your watch off.
Watch off.
Not waterproof, is it? Okay, guys, everyone put your ponchos on. Andy's going to piss.
Taking my watch off.
Well, good luck.
Thank you, mate.
Andy's aim is true and fair. He's hit it straight up. And he's raced past the first 100 grams. Piece of piss, as they say. Rolling through the 200s.
I'm nervous.
300s. He's settling into a good rhythm here. 400. Now we begin to get into the gut. Now it's racing. He's hit a confidence stream. His urethra is really opening up and we're feeling the force of what this young man can do. 650 we now pass with breeze. 700. Will he piss forever? That's what the crowd's thinking.
Not as fast as you, which we've established.
800, but he's slow and steady. He's getting the job done. He's showing no signs of slowing down. He hasn't farted yet, which means he's still got a lot in the tank, historically speaking. He's slowing down out of nowhere at 890. He's stopped to dribbles. 892. Is this all he's got? Are we all done? Are we all clear? Has Hamish, on a broken seal, won his second piss challenge in a row? He has. There can be no doubt Hamish has the most useful or highest utility penis of the two. Undefeated, 2 from 2. The pipes they're calling. Oh, Andy boy, you cannot beat Hamish's pipes for flow, for volume. Don't make me do any more penis challenges. How many times must I beat you? As they say in the t-shirt industry, Big D is back in town. What I'm about to say, I mean with the greatest respect, but what you've just produced is literally a piss poor effort. It's what it is.
It is. And I'll just also, it showed great sportsmanship to give me a high five before I'd wash my hands.
Sure. Mi pene su pene. My penis is your penis. They say, they've always said in Latin. Please, enjoy. Enjoy my stats. Enjoy my stats. You may not enjoy my... Due to a ceremony that you were at, my marriage, you may not enjoy my penis. It is for me and those I choose, only those I choose to enjoy it, and I do not choose you. But enjoy my stats, and thank you for having me. We better get back to it. I wonder what people think we're doing in here.
Listening back to that now, we clearly had a good
Are
day.
you impressed, Jack? You should be. Millennial Club. Millennial Club.
Yeah, well done.
Well, I mean, have you ever seen a man weigh out more than a kilo? I wouldn't have thought you would have.
I probably might have seen it, but not measured.
So this is piss nerves.
Oh, come on.
You can't say come on with that. You know what we just put in?
Sorry.